Hey Becca, TGIF. I know, right? Okay, get a little heifer. How y'all doing this Friday morning? Yes, I know it's late as hell that I'm going into work. I should have been up like 2 hours ago going to work. But again, I have one of those types of jobs I can go in kind of when I want to go in. I don't get in trouble for being late because I don't have anyone over me that's going to write me up. But I guess I'm a little spoiled in that aspect. But I tell y'all that right now with this whole thing going on with this virus, we get paid straight 80 hours, so I can go in at 8 or 9 o'clock and leave at 12 or 1, and I'm still getting paid for 8 hours. And I'm doing that. Because some people are getting this, able to sit at home and collect a check. I should be getting hazardous. Why is my tongue tied right now trying to say hazard? I should be getting hazard pay. Hazardous. That's one of those words that's hard for me to pronounce. Uh, that's funny. You know what I'm trying to say. Hell, I should be getting hazard pay going into an environment that potentially could be harmful. Uh, I told y'all when I be putting that Tracy wig on, it makes me start screwing up words and everything. Uh, I don't have to stop for gas. That's a plus. I'm thinking that I'm grabbing. See, my jacket that I work with is my black jacket I work with. I wear when I'm at work. I had it in my car. Why the hell did I grab my shirt that I wore last night on the gentleman's panel? I'm carrying this out of my house like it's my jacket. This is the shirt that I had on camera last night. Uh, but hey, Darren J. You work on the credentialing side of the clinical what? Listen, I'm driving. People are gonna be sending me hate mail talking about you got the devil on your side because you're looking at the cam while you're driving. Can you believe someone sent me a crazy message like that? Like I'm playing with the devil because I'm driving and I'm on my live. Lord, please don't let a policeman pull me over for speeding. So it looks like I'll be paying for parking today again because I'm going in later. Last night, I think we had a pretty good show. I think that conscious TV brings a different perspective to everything, like each of us does. I like that. Hey, Volvo. Hey, Miss Valerie, Michelle's daughter. Hey, Pastor Stephen. Um, we had some questions that were some of the last questions were pretty deep. Um, but as far as how would you want people to remember you and what do you think people would say about you? Um, I think people on YouTube don't get it sometimes that with all the fluff and everything, and people building up egos, and people's egos getting out of whack. Some people have become really nasty because people have applauded their behaviors for so long. They think that it's cool, but a good indication that you be on some crap is because if you're embarrassed to show your face, you hide behind a computer screen. If you're one of those people that can't come out from hiding and speak your truth, you know that you're doing a lot of crap you shouldn't be doing. Why hide? Why are you hiding? It's almost like a person that says they don't vote for Trump, but they're secretly voting when they get into that ballot booth. It's like, stand up in it. Just say who you are. Why are you trying to be a skinwalker? I read a lot of sci-fi fantasy. Yes, skinwalker. Why are you being a skinwalker? You're masquerading as something that you're not. But and Jay Wilson, as y'all know, I was a little snappy with Jay. Do you not know Jay gave us the questions? Yes, and I'm telling it. Jay gave us the questions on Wednesday evening for the gentleman's panel. So you guys, we all have our format of what we're going to discuss. Now, Captivating is really good. Captivating may get you the questions. Like we have our show on Thursday. Hell, you may have the questions on Saturday or Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. Now, me, I'm not as good with that as Captivating. A lot of times I try to get the questions out to people like on Monday or Tuesday, but it was Tuesday last time. But I think when it's general questions that people don't have to go and research, you can answer the questions and know what you're talking about because you don't have to go research and watch different, things that require you to watch. Um, but Jay Wilson, hey, Conscious TV, hey. Y'all go check out Conscious TV. He shaded the hell out of me last night. Y'all, I want to have Conscious TV on my platform. No, I'm having a lot of little things going on, and I'm bad with that. Conscious TV, charge it to my, head, not my heart. I think people need to see the different types of gay men because we're not all one type of a gay man. If they don't give a damn if you're a top, bottom, you film, masculine appearing. If they're talking about gay people, they're talking about all of us. But, I talk, what are you doing? I'm trying to get over, you little twat. Y'all excuse my language. But I think that so Jay Wilson gives us the freaking questions on Wednesday, and I'm like, this hearing is 4 hours. I don't have time to watch a 4-hour hearing a day before. I told y'all I've been working on this novel, and it's been on and off. It's a sci-fi novel, but it's very right now I've been having a writer's block. So anytime I have a chance to write, I have to go into a zone to write in. It's like I have to escape from everyone. Before, when I would write, I would even like go rent a room somewhere and write. Like go to a hotel, go out of Houston, just go to the country or something that I'm in a different environment. But we getting this, and I pulled up that hearing. I was like, you gotta be kidding. 4 hours? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Let me pull up this little 6-minute clip and watch this, and this is gonna have to suffice. But I love Jay Wilson, but yes, so if any of us look like we were fumbling with some of the questions, because we got the freaking questions on Wednesday. Now, Captivating is really good with the questions. Again, I'm not as good as Captivating with getting the questions out, and I have to work on that. But I think that people should get the questions like on Monday. because that gives, especially if you people have to go pull up, because I've studied evolution. It wouldn't be fair to the other gentlemen on the panel if I wanted to discuss Madagascar and the evolution of the fauna on the island, because I know all about the animal species and how the people came from China first before they came from Africa. Now, if I'm trying to discuss that, that'll be over some of the guys' heads because they don't, that's not an interest of theirs. If I give you something on Wednesday and say, let's discuss the evolution of, the plant and animal life on Madagascar, how they evolved independently from other animal species on the neighboring continents. So that would be something that they would have to read. And it wouldn't be fair to them because I always research and study that kind of stuff. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Don't run into me. Thank you for the super chat, Valerie. And you know what? Conscious TV. Exactly. I was like, see, you know what? He's submitting these questions to us, and we're going to be fumbling. We're going to be like, oh, what are we talking? People are going to look at us like, the gentleman panel members, they don't know what they're talking about. Meanwhile, Jay will be looking like he's the sharpest tool in the shed. He'll be like, well, the bar hearing was about this. And I'm like, well, no. But he forgot it was Tuesday. Boy, stop playing. You thought it was Tuesday. And I told him back, I was like, Jay, you know it wasn't no damn Tuesday. Was it Tuesday last time? And people have busy things going on. Sometimes I can understand that. But if y'all ever see us fumbling for questions like that, because sometimes we get the format late. It's not because we just didn't research anything. It's because we probably got it the day of. We've gotten formats like Wednesday night sometimes, and we're having a show on Thursday. And you don't know what other people have going on, because we still have jobs and we have family and friends, and it's a lot of things that come into play. I'm letting you over in this SUV. You in this big Suburban. If you run behind off this road, I'm going to give you a brand new Jeep Wrangler. I'm going to be good. I ought to let you bump me. Hey, S. Hutchinson. You know what? I watch your video. It's funny. I'm glad you popped in, S. Hutchinson. When I was getting ready this morning, I was listening to your video about the Chris Brown and Usher. I would love to see those two do a versus as well. But I think someone who would be good for Usher would be like Miguel. Miguel would be good. Because to me, Usher, there's few people that do the same thing that Usher does. Usher's a dancer, singer. He's a younger Michael Jackson type of performer. So there's not many people that would be on his level, I'd say. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to have to go this direction. Traffic is bad. But people be trying to start a mess. And that was messy for them to try to make it like this. To me, it's like brothers. Usher and Chris Brown are brothers. I could dance to both of their music. At one time, I would have wanted to sleep with both of them, but now, Usher got whatever he got, and I don't want to, he's still talented, but I don't, I think he's very attractive still, but, all I'm saying, but that doesn't take away his talent. Even R. Kelly, all the stuff that he has been allegedly done, he still had talent. Now, he wasn't smart, but he was talented. Jason Derulo, Lynn. You know what? Jason Derulo could, but see, Jason Derulo doesn't have the whole. He doesn't have the body of work that Usher has. But I think they only do 20. It's a certain amount of songs that they do. Because you know Usher, hell, some of his CDs were, hell, his one CD probably would encompass Jason Derulo's whole body of work. Because some of Usher's CDs had like a lot of bangers. He had numerous hit songs. That's one of my favorite songs of his is Let It Burn, and that song also translated over in his real life. But I think that yes. And you know what? And that's the thing, y'all. It's just supporting each other. And some of the stuff, I was watching T.S. Madison, S. Hutchinson, when it was on a show that she was on with the two girls the other day. And I was watching it. And I loved how she was saying that you have to lose people sometimes to love yourself. You have to let people go in your life. And even, you know, just like the positivity that we're doing now and people cross-supporting each other. And it's like sometimes the negative, people like to see you at your worst sometimes. They like to see you cutting up and they support that. When you stop doing all that, you lose support because you're not, it's almost like that little demon sitting on your shoulder when you're not giving them what they need. They go away and they don't like it. You know, I used to have to be like that with people when I would go out to the clubs. And I was like, when you're my friend now because I have a car, because your helpers think I'm gonna be giving y'all a ride to the club all the time. That's what that is. Y'all, they couldn't give you $2 on gas, but they wanted to hop in your car and bring their little pieces of trade in your car. Hell no, I'm not a taxi cab. And I had to tell some of them queens back in the days, you know, and I stopped hanging around them because they started doing checks and all that stuff. Some of the gay men I knew went to prison because they started writing checks and they were doing identity theft stuff. Just, I couldn't hang with that. But I think that a lot of times, okay, the sun is beaming down, oh my God. A lot of times people do want to see you, and it's for it's like that person that'll put the stick on your shoulder to fight. They're not gonna fight, but they'll put you up to fighting so they can have entertainment. That's why I like the direction that Rico channel is going in. And I think Rico has a lot of potential. And Rico seemed to just beam. When he was with you, S. Hutchinson, it seemed like he was a different person. It's like his aura was very much more positive. And I like to see that. Because I look at him like a big brother because he's a few years older than me. And don't y'all say nothing in this chat because I said that. Yes, I said because he's a few years older than me. I'm not going to say he's like 3 or 4 years older. He's like a year and probably 9 months older than me. We're like Irish twins almost. Lynn, don't give me those little eyes because I'm not even looking at the chat. You probably didn't put those little rolling eyes up. Look, how did I know? Man, time yourself out. I need you to time yourself out. But, you know, I think that people may have, a lot of young gay men that come into the scene get taken advantage of. And sometimes people just want to be loved. And sometimes they look for love in different ways. I knew gay men that would try to take me under their wing back in the days. Like when I was a teenager about 8 years ago. when I was a teenager, they would try to take me under their wing, and they be wanting something. They'd be like, "You my gay son. I want you to be my gay son." And I'd be like, "What? How the hell you my gay father? You 6 months older than me. Go ahead, if you don't go sit your behind down. You my gay baby. You want to sleep in the bed with your daddy? Hell no. You just calling me your son because I'm not attracted to you, but you can keep me close and do stuff, like hold me close to you like you're my father when you're just trying to get a feel." I know people like that. Come swimming. This one older gay man I know, he still tries to do this to this day. Now, he used to be like, "I want you to come to my house. I got a swimming pool." Like that supposed to made me be like, "Oh my God, he has a swimming pool. I got to come to his house because he has a swimming pool." How many relatives I have that have swimming pools? Okay. Yeah. We had neighbors that had pools. We could go jump in their damn pool. But, hey, TC, but you would sit up and they'd be like, he'd be like, "I want you to come swim in my pool." And one time I went to go to his house to swim, and I brought a friend with me, and he had like an attitude. Why the hell you got an attitude because I didn't brought someone? You thought that we were going to hook up. And he going to say, "Do y'all mind if I swim naked? This is your house." I mean, okay. He took his clothes off to go skinny dip. But y'all, he took them clothes off. I didn't know where anything began or ended. It was like just looking at it just was like looking at a sack of potatoes. And I was like, where the hell? Because your eyes go to the obvious areas. Because I wasn't attracted to him, but I'm nosy as hell. And I am inquisitive. Let me say that. Not nosy, I'm inquisitive. But I'm looking and everything was rolled over this and flopped over that, and you couldn't see what nothing was. Where the hell is what? Well, if you don't go sit down, like I'd have to roll you in flour to find a wet spot. If you don't. So he like, "The water feels good. Y'all gonna get in?" Of course, I had shorts on. He's like, "Oh, you're a party pooper." No, I'm not a party pooper. I'm not gonna get in here naked because you think you're gonna get some type of orgy jumping off. Hell no. And my friend was like, "This dude is disgusting." I was like, he thought he was slick, talking about he was gonna have a party and he wanted me to come. I go to the house and it's only him by himself. Hell no. He did something, y'all, and I don't listen. I'm not embarrassed to say this, something that he did do. And I'm like an open book. I'm not embarrassed of anything. So this same person had a house in my grandmother's neighborhood. And I didn't know that he would always get the boys to come to his house, and he would get them drunk and give them, green to smoke, and they would get high and drink, and they would end up letting him go down on them or something. He would let them bring girls over to watch them have sex, and he was a pervert. So he told me he knew that I had a guy I was talking to, and he's like, "Your friend can come over and spend the night. Come over and spend the night. Come shoot pool." Y'all, he had like a game room set up. He had a nice house, but he was like, "You like a little brother to me." And this is, keep in mind, I was like about 19 at this time. So I'm telling y'all, it was like about 7 to 8 years ago, Lord forgive me. But I'm like, okay, me and my friend are in the room. Do you not know? Yes, and listen, we were messing around. I'm gonna say that we were messing around. It wasn't like full ongoing, something, but a little light, as QB would say, a little light. Why does man come in the room? He snuck in the room like a damn ghost or something, and was looking at us. I was like, my dude was like, "Hey," and I was like, "What?" I look up, and I was like, "Hey, D, what's up, man?" And he's like, "Oh, no, y'all keep doing what y'all was doing." Oh, hell no. No. I was like, "Dude, I'm not for that. I'm not with that." And he was like, "What? I know y'all like to have fun. No, we didn't. We're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. What the hell? You tried to get me to have, you wanted me to have this guy I'm talking to over here so you could have someone to watch? Are you kidding me? You little oh, you disgusting pig. I didn't talk to him for like about 6 months after that, but he apologized and, I'm sorry. I had been drinking and, I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, you knew what the hell you were doing. You tried to set up something so you can get you a little peep show. Like, I didn't know what he would be trying to do. Like, if we went, he said, let's go to the club. He's like, I'm going to pull out the Lexus. And I used to be like, okay, it's a Lexus. Or you think it because you said it's a Lexus? Hell, I have a Lexus now, and I'll tell you, it's a damn Toyota at the end of the day. I don't think my car makes me. Hell, I had a Honda Civic before. But I'm getting my ticket. Come on. But I had a Honda Civic before. It didn't make me. People, that's crazy. You can't take a car when you leave this earth. But he would, like, if we went somewhere and if we were going to like a gas station or something, like in the gay area of town, he'd be like, you'll see if my tire, I think my tire pressure low. Would you check would you see if the tire low? He'd be saying that because he'd see like a guy looking at the car that we're in. So he'd want me to get out as if to draw them closer. And I caught on to that and I was like, I'm not getting out. No. I stopped talking to him after that because I knew what he was on. He was one of those gay men that preyed on younger gay men. Okay, Lord, please don't let me get somebody run into me. Okay. I was going the wrong direction, y'all, but I got my parking space. But he would prey on younger gay men. You would have watched. You know what? Right. He was, and y'all, if y'all would have saw him, he's sitting up there. And this how he was holding his. I swear to y'all, listen. Let me give y'all a little. This is how he was doing. He was sitting up there looking at us doing like this. This is how he was playing with that little, grabbing the end of it. Boy, what the hell? I'm gonna go to jail just for looking at this little old shit you done pulled out playing with. But listen, I wasn't feeling him like that. I didn't like him like that. He was one of those churchy gay men. He was a church queen. He was a church queen. Megan is from Pearland. Really? Meg the Stallion. I didn't know she was from Pearland. We got a lot of Beyonce, and I tell people Houston is Houston the big city, but it's like I'm Facebook friends with Beyonce cousins. I've hung around some of her cousins. I know people that are just, movers and shakers, but again, that's them. And some of them, even because you're related to a celebrity, that doesn't make you rich. I know these people are regular people. Houston people are welcoming to others. We're all, how Beyonce's friendly. Houston people are friendly like that. Now, do we got some people that'll rob your ass at the drop of a hat? Yes. Some of them are in my family. But Houston does have, and I definitely, as Hutchinson, we definitely would have to hang out when you get here, when you visit. I was supposed to be going to St. Martin for Christmas. But I'm not going to go because it seemed like the price went up. And also with Rona going on, I don't want to go somewhere like that until everything is, then, came to we've got some type of a vaccine. Dallas. Um, I like Dallas. Dallas and Houston are like twin cities. They're like Minneapolis and St. Paul. I used to live in Minneapolis for a couple of years when I was a child, but Houston, it's a lot to do here. We got a lot of eating places. That's why we were one of the fattest cities before. We got like the Breakfast Club, and we have the Turkey Leg Hut. The Turkey Leg Hut is becoming like this famous place that celebrities go to, um, but we have a lot of eating places like soul food places. Um, I'm at work now in the garage. Yo, we have to wear. Listen, they gave us this to wear before. You see this? This is what the hell we would have to wear in the hospital when we go in to clock. We have to get our temperature taken when we come through the door. I understand that. But we have to wear this. And I was like, no, I'm going to buy me these and I'll wear these because these are more stylish and I can put them in my bag. Uh, and if I want to go snowboarding or if I want to go skiing or anything, parasailing, cycling, I can wear these because they're fog resistant. I got them on Google. Um, but so I do definitely. It's funny because I ran into this guy, that same little perverted guy, because he works in the medical center as well. And I saw him on a train one day, and he was like, we really need to hang out, and it's been years, and I'm still on the north side, and I was like, I live Southwest Houston. And he was like, well, I just the boys like to come over. The boys like to come over. I still got my pool table, and I'm looking like, do you think because you say the boys, now that will work with some of these little thirst pigs, some of these little thirsty little gay men that's on YouTube? One of them that makes six figures, that'll work with him, not me. But I'm like, what the hell? Okay. he's like, he's like, what's your number? And I was like, well, I'm getting ready to get me a different number. Let me get your number. I got his number, but it didn't. Listen, he's still on Facebook. He's one of those people that'll call you on Facebook. One of those people that'll just do like a Facebook phone call to you. Why the hell do people do that? That's rude as hell. You're calling me to FaceTime with me on Facebook, and I was like, who the hell is this? What the hell? Absolutely not. I declined. No. I'm like, I'm in a meeting. What the hell? Okay. Conscious TV. You know what? But he's one of those gay men. He has a son, but he was very much into church. He was like the minister of music at a big church here in Houston. So he felt like, one of those kind of church musicians, they have all like these rings. They look like damn Liberace. He had all these rings on his fingers. He's written songs that have been accepted into some type of a gospel workshop. He's gotten awards for writing songs. Um, but I don't really listen to gospel music, so I don't know, I just know some of the bigger people, but I don't know any of the local artists. But, he had his plaques in his house, and he has like a karaoke area in his house. He has a pool table. He has like a foosball. He has like a little hockey area. He has everything that would draw the boys, that would draw boys to his place. When I say boys, they're all of age, but young adults. And he's one of those kind of people. At his house upstairs, I found like he had this room that the boys would go in when they would have girls over. Do you not know this pervert had like a little hole in the door that he could peek through there when they had sex to get off? I was like, this is why you always get people to come over here, because you be getting off because people don't want to lay with you, so you kind of get it any other way that you can. You know what, Leo the Lioness, they be the biggest freaks. I was in a relationship with this pastor, Pastor Stephen, no offense, at the Smart Show, if y'all are here, I mean, listen, I don't think all pastors are perverts and freaks. No, I don't think that. But this one that I dated, y'all, when I tell you he was mentally screwed up, I've tried not to curse as much. He was mentally screwed, and like when we would be like intimate, I remember him like crying, or like, he would pray sometimes afterwards, and I'd be like, what the hell? Oh, hell no, nah, because you've been and killed my ass in my sleep, and then you think this you're doing the bidding of God? No, absolutely not. And he he was very controlling. He tried to be controlling. That's the one that told me, like, when I would go out with my friends to shop or something, he'd be like, well, where are you going to? And I'm like, well, we're running errands. And he had his messy queen friends that'd be like, he just told you running errands. He couldn't tell you where he was going. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. And I told him, first the fucking off, I'm not going to tell you every place I'm going. I'm not going to say I'm going to Target, and after Target, I'm going to Walmart. And after Walmart, I'm going to see you. No, I'm running errands. If you got a problem with that, you need to just listen. I can't tell you what the hell you need to do, but you're not going to be putting me, I'm not a teenager. Like, who the hell? And he was his friends, like, some gay men have friends that be wanting to sleep with them, but they still be calling them their brothers. And those kind of friends never see it for any relationship you have. They hate on any relationship you have. And his friends, some of them didn't like me, but when I wasn't with him, they were trying to get with me. He had glory holes. Yes, he had. Come on through, glory holes. I've had experience with something like that in New Orleans and Atlanta. I've seen places like that. But I think that he was just that pastor that I dated was crazy as hell. Very attractive, nice body, but he had an ex that was an older man, and that ex was a stalker. He was single white female incarnate. He would climb the balcony of the apartments to try to listen to us in the apartment. He would follow the guy when he did a lot of stuff. The pastor that I dated had a little guy that he dated before me. This ex-boyfriend of him caught him at a red light and pulled the little queen out and kicked the queen's ass at the red light. Now the pastor I dated was dating this little twink. He pulled the little twink out and whooped his butt at the red light. So I knew what I was dealing with. I said, you know what? He on drugs and stuff, so he may be strong as hell when he high. Let me make sure I keep me a little blade on me. I was ready for him. But I come from a family of fighters. We're not pushovers. This man, excuse me, this man came to the apartment one day. He was high as a kite. He was high as a kite. Do you not know the guy that I dated? His name is Daryl. Daryl opened that door, and this guy barged his way in. We're watching TV. He came in. He was like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, wait, what the hell is going on? And he was like, I'm not talking to you. I said, bitch, I'm talking to you. And we started going back and forth. We was up in each other's face. Before I knew it, him and Daryl started tussling. Him and Daryl started tussling. Me and him started tussling. I was like, oh no, you gonna get put up out of here because you crazy as hell. And you could see his eyes were big. He was high as hell. Y'all, I could have been locked up in prison to this day because I picked up one of those pedestals that they put plants on. I picked the pedestal up and I broke it across this man's head. And he had blood all down his face. And the neighbor came out and she's like, oh my God. White woman, white woman screaming, ah! Ah! Oh my God, what's going on, Daryl? Are you guys okay? I'm gonna call the police. Ah! I was like, child, he took off. This guy took off, bleeding like a pig, took off running. But we had to file a police report because the police came. And he was like, it's a lot of blood. Now, Daryl had like a busted lip because they was tussling just like wrestling. And baby, I had a little scratch on me. And I was like, I think it was me. I'm looking at my arm. Child, it was a little nip that you could have wiped it with a little piece of toilet tissue. I was like, I was bleeding. But I am angelic. I'm a sweet little angel. I'm a little sweet little cupcake that you bite into and get a cavity. But but I had to put them. Listen, my grandfather and they used to tell me as a kid, you don't let somebody come to your house and whoop your ass. And if somebody bigger than you, you need to even the odds and pick you something up and bust them upside the head. And the funny thing is that guy didn't even remember that for a while until he saw me one time at a club. And it's like, he was looking at me like, I know him from somewhere, but where do I know him from? Do you not know this fool was trying to get with me? Now keep in mind, I didn't bust your ass upside the head with a pedestal. And you're trying to get with me. And this was like some years later, he would see me and, I want to go hang out. Let's hang out. Let's chill. And I was like, here, I'm thinking in my mind, motherfucker, I wish I would. You crazy as fuck. I'm not going to put myself in that position with you. You've been and killed both our asses. So I was like, no. I was like, you cool. Very attractive guy. Nice body, but crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. When I tell you this man wasn't playing with a full deck, he just was crazy. And but he act normal now. He be doing stuff with the church. You see him, he looks, I can tell you who he looks like on not Meet the Browns. What's the movie that the show Tyler Perry had with it was like the heavyset skin light woman and the black man, they had got a washateria. He looks like the dark-skinned son of the heavyset guy. He looks very much like that. Dark skin, muscular body, but crazy as hell. He one of those kind of people. Hey, Miss All That. I'm like, hell no. Y'all, let me go in here. Look, I don't even know why I be clocking in, because they gonna pay us anyway. It's like I can stay 3 hours. I'm getting the hell out of here today. But the crazy ones are always fine. And the sweet ones be looking like Danny DeVito. They'll give you the world. They be wanting to give you the world, but they look like Danny DeVito or the guy Beetlejuice that would be on Howard Stern. They'd be like, You know what? You don't ever have to work, baby. I just want you to myself. I told y'all recently, this guy I had met had a mask on. He had the face mask on. Now he had the face mask on and it's covering his face up. Why this man pulled the mask off and he had every bit of about 3 or 4 teeth in his top mouth? His top arch had 3 teeth. I thought I was looking at like some type of a hippo or some type of an angler fish. It was like these little jagged teeth, and it was like 3 or 4 of them. I was like, what the hell? You see, all you saw was this, like he was an Indian prince. He looking like Aladdin. But then when he pulled this off, it's looking like this. You know how when the hippos open their mouths and they have these long canine teeth? That's what I was looking at. You know what, Leo? That was one of my favorite. Throw Mama from the train with that mean ass mama. That was a funny ass show. But y'all, I gotta go. I need to go in here. I need to do my work and get the hell up out of here. It's Friday. Um, Conscious TV. You said I can get your number from Captivating because you and I talked about doing some. Y'all got to come and check. I'm going to be doing an interview with Pretty Girl Creations. Uh, she's the lady that makes the beads. She started her business. Y'all need to check her out. Pretty Girl Creations, and Creations is spelled with a K. I have to post something on my community board. You guys, she's a black business person. Check her out. Me and Conscious TV is going to do something because I want to, just talk about our experiences as gay men because some of us have very similar coming out stories. And I like to hear other people's, someone else's coming out story. And I'm going to, me and Conscious TV are going to get together. Um, okay. So, guys, I'm out of here. Much love to y'all. Peace.